Hi, Taurus. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for April 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in April and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, and happy birthday to the Tauruses that are born in April. I wish you a very happy and blessed solar return. All that being said, now on to your April 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Taurus, is the Five of Pentacles. And this is a card that can symbolize emotional bankruptcy, financial bankruptcy. You could feel depressed. You could be worried about money. But money may actually be available to you that you are not seeing or recognizing at this time. I feel that many of you Tauruses, or some of you Tauruses, are thinking about, I have to get things straightened out with my finances. You may be concerned about how you are going to pay some of your bills. Some of you could feel like you're broke. You know, you could be out of a job, or you just may feel like what you're making isn't covering the cost of living or your expenses. I do feel, though, that some of you are going to find a way to make ends meet, and some of you will find this through the help of someone else. It could be a job opportunity, a job offer. It could be a relative helping you out, or a friend, or some network person you met networking in the past comes through for you now with something. And you may feel like there's a lot of details you need to figure out. You may feel like there's certain things that are intricate or complicated or complex, and you may feel like, you know, you have to delve deeper or sort things out, getting things in order, getting your bills together. Maybe, you know, if you live in the United States, you're probably, you know, you have to pay your taxes to the government on the 15th of April. So it could have to do with getting things together and organized to pay your taxes. I do feel like you get some kind of reprieve. There could be a bonus or a check that comes in for you. This could be from the government. It could be a tax refund, or an insurance payout, or a stipend, or something that comes to you. If it's not coming from the government, it could be coming from some other kind of corporation, or I don't know, like it could come from an individual, but for some of you it's coming from something that's more corporate or organized. You may feel like you're rationing your food, like you may feel, or your money. You may be really on a tight budget, counting your pennies, trying to make things last. When you make food, you may be starting to make things that'll last for a few days. Like, you know, I'm going to use this as an example. I'm not saying this is what it is, but like making a big plate of lasagna, maybe that'll last you. And, you know, if you have other people in your family, for a couple of days or a few days, or making stews or soups, or things that, you know, you make once and you have to eat it for a few days, like rationing food in other ways. You could also feel like people are grating on your nerves if anybody is like disrespecting you or treating you like poorly. This, could be at your job, could be at your family, could be a friend, could be a love partner. I don't know who's doing it, but this could be something that's irritating to you or grating your nerves and making you sad or depressed in the month of April. But here you go from a not so good card to a good card, because here you have success. Three of Rods is success coming in, waiting patiently for success to come in, letting go of something so success can come to you. It could also indicate you're at the beginning of phases of a successful business endeavor or venture. Some of you are like getting a grip on how something's going on, and you're like moving out of something and moving on to better territory. It could be moving on from a relationship you don't like, or a job you don't like, or an area you don't like. And like, but I get this all like, I'm getting a grip on the situation, and you're getting a grip on yourself. And I see some of you really spending time out in nature and getting some really great ideas and inspirations, and maybe even spiritual downloads that are going to happen for you if you go camping, go hiking, go boating, just even taking a walk outside in nature, or, sitting outside. I just get like you getting these like great ideas and insights and inspirations will come to you and give you solutions also. You may have a breakthrough where money comes through to you after a time of strife and poverty or struggle with money. April, even though you got the Five of Pentacles, it's like you have some breakthrough here that like really helps with the whole picture, that with your whole financial picture. You could start coaching people, teaching, tutoring. You could do a master class or something like that, because I see you, you could be doing it on a video platform. You could be doing it on YouTube or Rumble or some other, video platform where you maybe could, get subscribers, get followers, sell your knowledge. You, like I said, teaching, coaching, tutoring. If you're good at music or language, you may start a business, start a website and say, hey, and you could undercut other people's prices and really get people over to you by being reasonable with what you're asking. So some of you could really be starting, to be self-employed here. May be a big solution for you. You could also start making money at a distance. This could be through financial investments that you make in a foreign country. It could also be, maybe if you are teaching or tutoring or training, you could be teaching foreigners or people that live at a great distance to you, that somehow, these people in another country end up being your patrons, your, clients, customers, patrons. So I just want to stop right here and say, we're all being affected by these two eclipses that are, one was the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024, and the solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024. And eclipses bring endings, beginnings, change, karmic lessons, blessings. So if you want to see, and they last 6 months or even up to a year, the strongest time frame is usually the month of the eclipse. But look, this happened to me 1 month before the eclipse in March. I broke my wrist. I sprained this one. I cracked some ribs. Like, seriously, it was the eclipse that did this. these eclipses, you know, can bring a lot of things that happen in our lives that can shake us up, shake things up, change things. So if you want to see how these two eclipses are going to affect you, you can get my psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings that I did for each of those eclipses. Those two links are down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So hopefully you'll check them out. Some people feel like they're like private readings. You may want to get your sun sign, your rising sign. Those two is what I recommend. But if you find that your moon sign resonates with you on YouTube, then you may want to get your moon sign. It all depends. It's different for everyone. So I hope you'll check them out. So card number 3 in your reading is the 8 of Cups, and this is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and heading off on a new journey with the stick of power and control in your hand. And even though the journey's unknown, you're still willing to take it. I feel like you're bombarded with thoughts and images and visions and ideas in April. And you're really trusting yourself and listening to your spirit guides and your higher self, your own inner voice, because I feel that you are starting to, maybe this has gone on for a while for some of you, but I feel like some of you are starting to realize that there's some people you just can't trust, and that the person you can trust is yourself. So it's like you're trusting your guides, the angels around you, your higher self. You're trusting that over what other people are telling you. You're letting yourself be your guide. Some of you, the number 8 is very important. You may have you may have spent 8 years in a relationship, or 8 years at a job, or 8 years where you're living, and it's the time now is to walk away from it and go in a new and different direction. It could even be a career. Maybe you were in a career for 8 years and that career isn't panning out for you, so it's now you're shifting gears and you're going to change to a different career. And things that have made you feel unstable or were like shaking your foundation, it's like you're now finding your peace. You're going to find your peace now. It will be different for you now. You're going to have more calm and more peace moving forward. You may have also had it with people that were like, I don't know how to put this, doing illegal activities, racketeering, or shystery deals, or anything of that nature. If you've been around it or involved in it, or that you've worked for people that have been doing that kind of thing, you're tired of it. You want to get away from that. Yeah, you're definitely feeling like you've got to trust yourself, and that you've poured your emotions and your hopes, your wishes and your emotions into certain people or different, ventures or situations. And it's like you're kind of having like an epiphany, a wake up, a shake up, I can't count on that anymore. I can't trust those things anymore. I can't count on those things anymore. I have to march to the beat of my own drum. I have to move on from this. So I feel like these eclipses, even though this is not an eclipse reading, I feel like these eclipses are getting you to wake up, wise up, wake up, become more aware, and turning inward more for your own knowledge, your own information, and your own peace. The next card in your reading is the 6 of Swords, which is moving from troubled shores to better shores. This could be moving your residence. It could be changing your job and living in a different location. It could also be having a new commute for work. You could be moving from times that were tough and troubled to better times ahead if you make some kind of change or move, which has come up here in your reading a few times already. So that's kind of interesting. And here you have the card of moving. You may be growing tired and bored with your life or your living situation or the status quo. Some of you could propose engagement to somebody. Some of you are going to go after higher education and higher learning. So some of you, there's a proposal in the offing. Some of you, there is new training, education, and schooling in the offing. It could start in April, but it could be over the next few months. You're learning to cope with things better. You're learning to deal with things better that have been problematic or troublesome to you in your life. You may feel like your advice is wise and sound, and that you could make a career choice out of helping people. You may want to become a therapist, a social worker, an advisor of some sort, a psychic, an astrologer, or a healer, something in the healing arts, whether it be traditional or non-traditional. Like, these are the things that come up here for you. So some of you may start getting involved in those areas. You may find that your talents are accelerating and you're becoming more talented and more scholarly starting in April. You could have another earth sign that you're talking to or dealing with that could give you great advice or could be helpful to you. They could be somebody that finds you a new place to live. They could be a realtor. They could also be somebody, could be your partner if you're married or seriously coupled. They could also be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could also be somebody that's giving you really good, strong, sound advice that's helpful to you, or giving you opportunities or opening the door for you in some way. Could also be a fellow earth sign. So the last card you have in your reading is the Fool, and this is a card that symbolizes a new journey. But you have to be careful on this new journey that you have your wits about you and that you don't have on rose-colored glasses, because otherwise you could fall off the cliff. So you have to really, it's a good new journey, but pay attention and have your wits about you as you move forward. Some of you are making plans to travel, and you may do this travel next month. You may also feel like you want to be more social and meet people, and you could find that if you're in any social situations or opportunities that rise for you, you may find yourself to be more gregarious, outgoing, and friendly to people. You may do some kind of like public speaking, give a speech, a presentation, or teach a class, a course, but public speaking comes up here around some of you Tauruses in April. And you may just feel like you're going to enjoy yourself more. You may have come through a time of difficulty and you're going to feel like you can be a little more footloose and fancy-free, because you had the Five of Pentacles. But then it looks like you get out of that energy and, you move on and you make these changes and you listen to your own guidance and you stop trusting people or certain people that you feel, these people that maybe you're going to stop trusting, it may not be bosses and spouses. It could be people running the world. I don't know who you're deciding this about. And it's almost like the way my guides are explaining it, it's like you may feel like there's a breath of fresh air that like blows into your life. And like, it's like when spring comes and people open the windows and, get the cobwebs out and the dust out and the air feels fresher. Like, it's that kind of energy coming into your life. And it's almost like you're being blessed by the divine. There's some goal or something important or special the divine has for you, and a mission for you that they want you to do. You may start caring for children or the elderly or people that are not well. You may work in hospice. You may start working in a hospital or in a nursing home or in some other capacity where, it could even be like a daycare center, a pediatric ward, so I'm telling you, some of you, the children, elderly, the sick, or people that may be going through trauma, like, emotional traumas, you may volunteer. This may be a new career path for you. You may be able to get a job in one of those areas, because it comes up like, when I look at the sun in the Fool card, my guides are telling me God has a special mission for you. And it could be to help any one of those people, groups of people, or maybe multiple, maybe not just children or just elderly or just sick or just people that are having emotional struggles or difficulties of some other type. It could be a combination of them. But there is some kind of special mission or purpose. And guess what? It's the solar eclipse on the 8th. And the sun, when I looked at the sun in the Fool card, that's when my guides told me that message for you. Certain things, when I look in the card, my guides will say something at what I'm looking at. And the sun gave you that message. So that's a thinker for you, Tauruses out there. Not to put pressure on you. Maybe you don't figure that out, or it doesn't come to you in the month of April. Maybe you already got that a year ago, or a couple months ago, or maybe it'll be a couple months or a year from now in the future. So don't get too hung up about time, because you all do not have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same day, month, year, or time, your birth time. That, some of you are born in the morning, some of you are born at night. Your exact birth time changes your chart tremendously. No two birth charts are the same, so timing will be different for all of you. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you, Tauruses, to work with, use, and wear in the month of April 2024 is the same gemstone that Aquarius got. You got bloodstone. And bloodstone is a grounding and purifying stone. It heightens intuition and creativity. Bloodstone wards off negative energy and stimulates dreaming. It's a revitalizing and protective stone. It also encourages selflessness and idealism. It strengthens the immune system, and it can detox the liver, intestines, kidneys, spleen, bladder, and invigorates the blood and energizes life. It's going to help you heal internally and externally. So if you've had any, problems going on inside of your body, or if there have been external things that have been going on that are in need of healing outside of your physical body, this stone can help bring healing. It's also going to be a great manifesting stone for you in the month of April to manifest your reality. So be very, very careful about what you think and what you say, because words have power and so do thoughts. So make sure you're thinking positive thoughts, having positive visions, and saying positive words. You don't want to create negativity. It's also going to be a great gemstone that will help you connect with whatever you prefer to connect with. Your deceased loved ones, your spirit guides, the angelic realm, the divine source, whatever you, or your, did I say your higher self? I think I did. Whatever you prefer to try to connect with, this stone will enhance and aid in your connection and being able to receive, send out your messages and signals to them and to receive their messages and signals from them to you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. And if you would like to get any of the special videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac for those topics, you can access my most recently recorded video series by clicking on the links down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and you can read all the video series I've recorded there, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or somebody else's zodiac sign. You click on that, and that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. Now, as I said during the video series in April, my eclipse series of videos are available. One, the solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings, and also the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Many people find they're like private readings. I recommend getting both your sun sign and your rising sign in those videos, because then you're going to have more knowledge and information that can help you and give you predictions about what can come up over the next 6 months and even up to a year. Also, my psychic crystal readings for April 2024, they're a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do here every month. You can get your monthly psychic crystal reading by clicking on the link below or going to my website videos page. And you might want to get your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, or just get whatever resonates for you on my YouTube and Rumble readings. Also, my big love readings for 2024 for singles and couples are also available. You may want to watch the entire video because there will be some crossover. The first half of the reading is for single people of your sign. The second half of the reading is for coupled people of your sign. And there will be messages that will actually apply to both. So you might want to check those out if you haven't done so yet. Also, for the new year, I did 2 video series, my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for 2024, and also my new year 2024 10-card Celtic Cross Tarot spread readings for each sign of the zodiac are available. Now, they're my most popular video series every year, so you may have already gotten them, but if you didn't get them yet, we're only a couple months into the new year of 2024, so you might want to see what else came up if you haven't gotten those yet. There's other links of other video series down below. Feel free to check them out, or as I said, to go over to my website and check them out there. So I also want to say, please follow me on social media. I do psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides on Facebook and also on my YouTube community pages, and I'm also on X. And I don't use it too much anymore because there's too many scammers over there that copy my pictures and copy my stuff and look like they're me on Instagram, but I am also on Instagram. So I'm the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and I'm the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and my X, formerly known as Twitter, handle is at the Lucky Mermaid, and you can follow me on my community pages here. I put the psychic predictions and messages over there. Sometimes they're just short, like a paragraph, but sometimes I do longer ones that are 5 paragraphs long, so you might want to check those out. And if you'd like to help support the readings that I do here, you can make a donation to this channel if you would like to do so. there is a link down below. And thank you to those of you who have generously and kindly donated. I do appreciate it, and it does help me a lot, so thank you for that. And you know, when you buy the videos I record on Vimeo, you not only are getting psychic predictions and messages, but you are also helping support this channel for me to keep it going on YouTube and on Rumble. And by the way, my channel name on Rumble is the Lucky Mermaid LLC. So every purchase of videos that you do help me to keep this channel going. So I do truly appreciate that, because I do like to do these readings and would like to continue to keep doing them here on YouTube and also on Rumble. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you this month of April, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.